Hello guys. So I'm making this video because when I was trying to learn Docker, I was unable to find these kind of practical videos anywhere on YouTube. If at all, if you find, that is well and good. But then I'm making this video purely for beginners. So I'm trying to host a website on Docker container and trying to show you people how to expose a Docker container to the host port so that whenever the host port is being exposed outside, this particular web server could produce outside and it can be viewed outside from our local web browser. So I already have this Docker file which I have already wrote, and what this Docker file is doing is that to get getting CentOS and then installing HTTPD on that particular container, as well as we are trying to install zip and unzip features on it, so that whenever we are downloading this particular web server from this website, it will be able to unzip that, and it can give out the contents of it. And we are at last we are going to expose it. We are exposing the container ports over here, and then so I'm going ahead and building the image. So hope everyone who are watching this know what is the command for this. So it is docker build -t, which where we are going to give tag and name. So here I'm not giving any tag, I'm just directly building it, and then yeah, we have built. So make note of this docker command, wherein this particular command is used to expose or else make use of ports on the docker container. So docker run -td and -name, and then we are giving this particular web port a name. So we are going to give it as anything we want. I'm making it as web port, and -p is saying that which ports we are trying to expose. So -b and 80, this particular 80 is the port number of container, and then this port number is going to get exposed to the host port number, so that whatever be the content that is there in the container can also be exposed through host server, which is this particular Ubuntu server. And then I'm going to give the image name. Yes, so if at all, if we see the container is created, and we have to see whether it is up and running. Yeah, if you see, we have created a container over here, and then these are the details of that container, and these are the ports that are exposed over here. And from container port to host port, it is getting transmitted, and then whenever we are trying to connect to this particular host port, we will be using the ip address of the this Ubuntu server, which in my case is I have got it from AWS instance. So we will be using public IP address over here. So we just have to mention the IP address and then give the port number. So if we see, this is the website that we have tried to download from the website, and then this is the web server that we have tried to download from that website, and then unzip and then exposed in the docker container. So this is pretty much about how to run a web server in container. So this is all the content. If at all, if you do have your own web server, or else code of your web server, you can use that same code and just make note of it in this particular Dockerfile, so that you also can do much more practicals using your own website. So this is pretty much about Docker, how to expose web server through Docker container, and then how to expose its ports to host port, and then expose it to outside network. Thank you.